Welcome. Today, I want to share a powerful truth with you, a truth that can change the way you see your life and your goals. We all have that little voice inside that tells us why we can't start, why we should wait, why we're not ready. But what if I told you those excuses are lying to you? In this story, we'll explore the reality behind those lies and discover how small actions can break their hold. Every morning, we wake up to the same voice inside our heads. It whispers, "Not today. I'll start tomorrow." That voice is an expert at bending truth. It convinces you that you have no time, no talent, no chance. But those are lies. Over the next few minutes, imagine your daily life as a story, you in the lead role, and watch how those excuses try to steal your chance to shine. This is your mirror. Look closely, because every word you hear in your mind can either break you or build you. You check your phone. 5 minutes turn into 30. A short scroll through pictures, videos, stories. Before you know it, half an hour has vanished. The voice says, "You needed a break." But deep down, you feel restless. That restless feeling grows, and you know you meant to do something else. Write a page of your book, practice a few chords on your guitar, learn a new word in a foreign language. Yet the scroll continued. That voice lied. You did have time. 30 whole minutes you could have used to move closer to your goal. Across the city, on a quiet street lined with low-rise apartments, a student sits at her desk. Books lie open, notes are half-written, her wristwatch ticks. The voice says, "You're too tired. You'll do it tomorrow." She sighs, puts on headphones, and opens a streaming service. A familiar show unfolds. 2 episodes later, guilt settles in like a heavy coat. She stands, stretches, heads to the kitchen to make a snack. "I'll get back to work soon," she promises herself. But that promise fizzles with the crumbs on the counter. The voice lied again. She wasn't too tired. She was unmotivated, and excuses gave her comfort. Meanwhile, in a shared office space downtown, a young designer stares at a blank screen. He dreams of launching his own brand, of drawing illustrations that speak to people's hearts. But anxiety pounds at his chest. The inner voice whispers, "You're not good enough. Look at those who are far better." He opens a news site to clear his head and falls into the trap of reading about million-dollar launches, perfect designs, flawless success stories. Hours pass. The thought of sketching seems impossible now. He feels small. But deep inside, he knows that every great artist started with shaky lines. In fact, each imperfect sketch is proof that progress lives in mistakes. Still, the voice lied. There is no perfect moment to start, only this moment. On the other side of town, a young athlete laces up sneakers on a rainy afternoon. She wants to run faster, build strength, prove to herself she can break her personal record. The rain taps on the window. "It's too wet. You'll catch a cold," her mind warns. She changes her mind, wraps herself in blankets, pours a cup of tea. The rain stops an hour later, and the chance is gone. But if she had stepped outside, those droplets would have become droplets of pride. The voice lied yet again. Discomfort is not danger. At home, a teenager sits at the piano bench. The first chords of a simple song repeat under her fingers. She flinches at each wrong note. The voice shouts, "You'll never master it. Give up." She stops, pushes the bench away. Hours of practice, just minutes at a time, are the only road to mastery. Each wrong note is a stepping stone. But the voice lied. Failure in small bits is the way to succeed in the end. Then there are moments when you look at your calendar. Days are blank white squares, promising possibility. Yet you fill them with reminders. Buy groceries, pay bills, laundry, all necessary tasks. But in the corners of that calendar, you pencil in start gym, write blog, learn coding. Those entries stay dormant. The voice says, you have too much to do already. But those ambitious entries are your true desires begging for attention. They are proof that you want more from life. The voice lied, you do have time, you just choose where to spend it. Across town, in a sunlit cafe, two friends sip coffee. One dreams of starting a channel online, sharing cooking tips, life hacks, travel ideas. But she hesitates. What if no one watches? What if they hate me? She asks. The other shrugs. Everyone starts at zero. But it's easy to say, hard to live. The voice inside her head echoes every doubt she's ever felt. And when they leave, her bag still holds untouched notes, drafted scripts, photograph ideas. The voice lied, the fear of judgment is a wall you build yourself. Still, the truth stands outside, waiting. On the corner of a street, a busker plays a battered guitar. A few coins jingle in a hat at his feet. His chords are rough, his voice unpolished. Yet every passerby stops to listen. Some drop a coin, some drop a smile. Many just keep walking. But those who stop witness something real. Someone sharing their passion without perfect polish. The busker doesn't wait for a big stage or a fancy setup. He plays right where he is. He is living proof that progress, not perfection, is the key. He ignores the voice that says, not now. He does it now. Under the same sky, students cram for exams, offices hum with daily routines, roads carry commuters to and from. In each heart, the same question burns. Should I begin? Excuses sound so convincing. I'm too busy, too tired, too afraid. But excuses are like thieves in the night, stealing your dreams bit by bit until one day you wake up with a life someone else planned for you. Here's the proof. If you save just 10 minutes each day, closing social media, setting your phone aside, you have 60 hours a year. 60 hours to learn a skill, write a chapter, record a podcast. If you face a small fear once a day, speaking up in class, sending a cold email, uploading your first photo, you build courage that doubles itself. If you allow yourself to fail 10 times in a year, 10 sketches, 10 recordings, 10 essays, you discover 10 lessons you can only learn by trying. Every small action, invisible at first, becomes a mighty tide. Imagine a quiet street corner again. A man sweeps the sidewalk. There's no rocket science in sweeping. It's routine. Yet the street looks cleaner. People smile as they pass. Trash doesn't pile up. Now imagine the same with your goals. Every small choice adds up. A page written is a page closer to a book. A chord practiced is a chord closer to a song. A leg extended in a plank is a plank closer to strength. Over time, the difference between someone who tries and someone who excels is not magic, it's consistency. Still, consistency fights your excuses every morning. Sleep a little longer, whispers the voice. Skip today's practice. But you have the power to answer back. I deserve my dreams, you can say. I owe it to myself. No motivational poster can do the talking for you. It's your life, your script. You hold the pen. On another rainy day, the athlete from before decides to run anyway. Her shoes are soaked, her hair wet, but her heart is alive. She runs 10 steps, then 20, then a full lap. Each drop of rain lands like applause. She returns home, shivering but triumphant. In that moment, she proves one thing. Excuses only lie when you listen. When you act, they vanish. In a dorm room, the student pushes aside snacks and reopens her notebook. She writes one line, then another. The voice tries to sneak in. "That's all you can do?" She silences it with a deep breath. She writes another line and another. By nightfall, she has finished a page. She knows there will be many blank mornings ahead, but now she has proof. She can write. Back in the office space, the designer closes his news tabs. He opens a blank canvas. His first sketch trembles, but he keeps drawing. The lines wobble, but he traces them again. When the sun sets, there's a rough illustration. Flawed, yes, but real. He snaps a photo, shares it online. A few likes come in. A stranger compliments his style. It's not an award ceremony, but it's enough. Enough to prove that starting small beats staying silent. Late at night, the aspiring vlogger sits in front of a camera. She tells the lens about her day. Her voice shakes. She stops, takes a drink of water, and starts again. She edits a short clip, uploads it. 2 people watch. 1 leaves a comment. "Looking forward to more." In her heart, a spark lights. She realizes that growth hides behind action, not hesitation. Each of these scenes could be you. These moments, rainy runs, phone silences, shaky sketches, are not special. They are ordinary moments, accessible to anyone. Within them lie the proof that excuses are just noise. When you choose to act, those excuses fade. Perhaps the most powerful proof comes from an unexpected source: time itself. Years ago, you could not run a mile, solve an equation, or speak a foreign phrase. But at some point, you tried something new. Maybe you learned to ride a bicycle, tied your own shoelaces, or stood up on a stage for the first time in school. You failed many times, stumbled, got bruised, yet you persisted. Today, walking, tying laces, even speaking in front of a crowd feels easier. Those small yes decisions built your strength. The same holds now. If you look back, you will find proof of every skill you have mastered. Those achievements did not appear overnight. They were the result of days filled with small actions. Yet at the time, each day felt too short, too hard, too impossible. And still, you did it. Your excuses lie. They tell you the mountain is too tall, the journey too long, that you lack the tools. But you already have the most powerful tool, yourself. All you need is the courage to ignore the lies and take the first step. Tomorrow, the world will offer new excuses. Weather bad, traffic heavy, people busy. Don't believe them. Instead, remember the rain that became applause, the blank page that became a story, the shaky voice that became a message. Remember that you are the hero walking through every scene. Excuses are only characters in your story, characters you can choose to dismiss. So, breathe, sit up, choose one small thing. 5 minutes of practice, 10 steps of running, 1 sketch, 1 recorded thought. Do it today. Watch how the lie in your mind trembles and falls away under the weight of your action. Feel the shift, your heart beating with pride, your mind clearing with purpose, your life opening like a door. This is the proof. Your excuses are lies. Your action tells the truth. Every small step reveals your strength,